That is insanity. So we don't want our own to be like that. But for us not to be like that, for us not to fear the unknown, not to fear the future, it's better we start the planning now. So that is why whether you are retiring in the next 2, 3 years like myself, or you are retiring the next 30 years, it's important that you plan your retirement. And so that is what we have asked us to come and listen to. Well, for those of us that are not, for those people that are not able to be here physically, I know some people will still benefit from this online, so it's going to be made available online. So today, the part of December is another day set aside to discuss special topic titled Investment Strategies for Retirement. The guest that to us today is not just experienced but a seasoned professional accountant with the ability to explain technical details of both the we have FCAs around, we have the financial gurus around, but we also know that we're going to have non-finance experts. And so I'm sure he's going to break it down very well for us. I'd like to encourage you to make the most out of the event of today. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor and members of the University Management and Community, I wish to welcome you once again to this history-making event. Thank you and God bless you. In addition, let me also recognize the presence of DLX securities. When the time comes, they are also going to talk about investment for retirement in their own small way, in their own selfish way. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. The much I know about our boss is that it's not known to actually have a lot of long speech. And we have done it very briefly, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. The boss of the University of Technology, Mr. Shima Dekoji, FCA, please give it a round of applause. I'd like to before I proceed, I would like to quickly recognize the presence of the bossa of Bells Secondary School, who is here presenting us, Mr. Kolawale. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being part of this program. I would also like to recognize the presence of the Chief Internal Auditor of Bells University of Technology, Mrs. Esther Ademolu, FCA. Please. Thank you very much. Thank you for being part of this occasion and event with us. I'd like to immediately proceed on the agenda of today by inviting the #1 citizen of Bells University of Technology. Please make welcome the Vice Chancellor of Bells University of Technology, Professor Jeremiah Olubele of Jackie, as he comes forward to welcome us.
Thank you, please be seated. Well, I was just telling the boss that he has said almost everything. Because just 3 days ago, when I was at the function, somebody said, well, in academia, you cannot say all, but that is too much to say. And I was wondering whether the boss spied into my paper or what I had in my mind. I have something written, but I won't read. I will just talk to you. So let me stand on the already well-established protocol by the MC. Did a very good job in the protocol this morning. All the original FCAs are seated. The other FCAs that are here like me, just some few months ago I was deceived by being told that I'm an FCA. until it was properly defined. So the FCA, those fellows are here who recognize you. Those who are the other FCAs like me, friends of, we are also welcome. My job is simple this way, just to welcome all of us to the fourth Bursary lecture happening on the 4th of December. And on behalf of members of staff and students of this great university, you're welcome. The topic of today is interesting, and honestly, I'm eager to listen to this, even though it appears I have a very short time left. And I want to challenge the lecturer that while speaking about retirement, you should take into account those who have 30 years to go, those who have 3 years to go, and those who have just 1 month to go. What we need to do. Some of us have only just 1 month to go to retire. Well, the topic is very important. Several years ago, somebody told me that to start preparing for retirement the day you assume duty. Because every coin is important. However, I find that to be a bit incorrect now. Because the 500 naira I saved over 1 year when I was earning 387 naira per month, it's nothing today. The investment I did then have changed due to the landscape. Because 307 naira of 1980 is more than 3 million now. But I kept it 80 naira at that time. That 80 naira, I don't know what to do with it now. Whether I can buy me a shirt or a trouser, I do not know. I'm saying this because those of us who are here, who are just starting, need to know how to keep that 387 naira now, which may be 387 kobo in years to come. And that's why we are here to listen to you. And we will listen attentively to know exactly how to make use of our 387 naira today in that year's time. Once again, on behalf of every one of us here, I want to welcome our speaker today, Mr. David, whom is well sought after all over the place. Thank God the boss mentioned the fact that he's low-profit, but not as much as our promoter. Promoter was in Kenya yesterday, he's in Burundi this morning. So I want to thank you for joining us today and for your preparation. Once again, welcome to this lecture. God bless you.
Please let us sustain the applause for our Vice Chancellor. We are too blessed to have him as the Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much, sir, for welcoming us. Before I proceed with the event of today, I'd also like to recognize the presence of Mr. Bode or Jebode, FCA, the Ajibode, apologies, the former boss of Federal Polytechnic Ilaro is here present with us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We also like to thank Sulaiman and Co-Chartered Accountants who are here with us today. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for being with us at this event. I also like to recognize the presence of the acting chairman of Bells Consults Limited and deputy bossa of Bells University of Technology, Mr. David Barnes, FCA. Yes, we are moving to just about that time to introduce to us our guest lecturer. Now, you may have heard a lot of things that have been said about him. He's a council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. a former chairman of the district of ICANN. His achievement appears to be endless, and he has not ended, he has not stopped it. He's still on it. So it's needless to say that we are having with us a superman, so to say, that is coming to lead us on this journey of investment strategies for retirement. But do not take my word for it. I'm not going to be the one to introduce that person for you. Because if I were, I would have said that I would have been so much honored to invest to introduce him. However, I shall be inviting a colleague to come introduce our guest speaker of today. Please make welcome Mrs. Felicia Ukaki, ACA, who shall read the citation of our guest speaker for today. Whilst I invite our guest speaker to please rise.
Standing on the existing protocol, I stand to present the profile of our guest lecturer, Mr. Biodun Adebele. Mr. Biodun Adebele is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, and an alumnus of prestigious Lagos University of Pan-African University. He was educated at the Federal Polytechnic at Ekiti, Lagos State Polytechnic, now Lagos State University of Science and Technology, where he studied business administration and management. He obtained bachelor's degree in accounting with second-class offer from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agbowoye, master's degree in business administration, specializing in finance from the University of Ibadan in 2006, and another master's degree in accounting from the same University of Ibadan in 2023, and currently one of the Cornell PhD students in accounting with focus on financial reporting, researching on related party transactions, and firm's performance at the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. Biodun began his career at Wemabot Estate Limited in 1993, where he worked in several departments and companies across Odua Group with extensive experience in manufacturing, hospitality, insurance, and leasing, among others. He is the first and only staff to be promoted yearly in 3 consecutive terms in the history of Odua Group since the conglomerate was established in 1976. He was promoted in 2003, 2004, and 2005, and joined the management cadre of Odua Group as a senior manager investment in 2005. He was appointed as the head of new business development in December 2006, being the first employee to hold such a position in Odua Group, with full responsibility of bringing in new businesses, remodeling existing businesses, and revitalizing moribund companies within the group. Between 2005 and 2014, he was able to prepare more than 13 business plans, which resulted in the establishment of Key and Road Equipment Leasing Company Limited, Property Development Program, and part of the team that put finishing touches on the establishment of the first commercial mall in Ibadan, Heritage and Boko Mall. He led the team that prepared the business plan that revitalized Ondo State, Bond Drinks Limited, Ekiti State, and renamed the company as Ray Products Limited, Ire, which was married for over 17 years. He was appointed by the former governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Engineer Shegun, to lead the team that revitalized Ire Dogon's bridge from 2008 to 2015. I was appointed by His Excellency Governor Ayodele Wayoshi, former governor of Ekiti State, as the managing director of Ire Clay Products Limited, to manage and stabilize the company. The position is held in May 29, 2020. During his tenure as the managing director of Ire Bonds Bricks, he grew the customer from 0 to over 250 and moved the turnover from 0 to over 300 million for the cumulative 5 years. He ensured that the customers base spread across Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Damaturu, Minna, Abeokuta, Yenagoa, Asaba, Auchi, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Enugu, among other major cities in Nigeria. He was appointed by the federal government through Bureau of Public Enterprise in 2021 as a member of Presidential Committee on Housing and later as the chairman of Technical Working Group with a view of recommending on how to revitalize American Board Bricks owned by the federal government as part of the government agenda towards constructing affordable mass housing in Nigeria. He was also a member of team appointed by Oyo State government to prepare medium and long-term expedition framework plan in 2022. As a matter of compassion for a decade, he has been contributing to restructuring Nigerian education system by organizing both local and international workshops, facilitating educational support for vice chancellors, rectors, and other principal officers of universities in both private and public. Thus, over 500 vice chancellors, registrars, and other principal officers have been connected either for collaboration or partnership with leading and world-class institutions in the area of grants, student faculty editing, joint programs, sustainable and profitable enterprise, among others in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Singapore, Kenya, Ghana, among others. Mr. Jordan has traveled extensively to over 30 countries around the world and has been engaging in more than 100 workshops, either as a speaker or facilitator. He is a consultant committee of vice chancellors of Nigerian universities, committee of head of personal audit departments, units of Nigerian universities, association of registrars of Nigerian universities, and quite a number of university ventures and business with extensive working relationship with leading universities around the world, notably in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Singapore, among others. Mr. Jordan is happily married to Mrs. Dumain Adedeji and blessed with children. Join me to applaud an eldest scholar as we welcome our guest.
Thank you, the Vice Chancellor, our leader, consulate leader, and great scholar, Professor Jeremiah Odedino, the hosts of this lecture, Otuba Shina Adepoju. The other principal officers here present, other bosses from various institutions, friends of the Bursary Department of Bells, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first of all apologize. Of course, the host had apologized earlier I were to have this training or this workshop or lecture November 4. Before that, I think I was in Singapore at that time, so we don't have it. And we fixed December 4. Along the line, the government of Delta State invited me to come and take a paper on the future of Nigerian university in economy reforms of Nigeria, which I took yesterday. But probably because I was overwhelmed, I got to the airport, there are so many calls. I didn't know, I even collected my boarding pass. I was at the VIP lodge. But I was like, what was call? I didn't know when I played late. So I had to go back to the hotel and arrange for a new flight in order to catch up. So I'm very sorry. I do not take this opportunity for granted. So let's go on straight. Okay. Maybe since this year, the person handling this work can be there. So, thank you. You can be controlling it. This year is already printed here. It give you opportunity to. Oh, good. Sorry. I'm fine. Yes. Now, when we talk about retirement, it's a very. Please, can you do this? Because I'm not the kind of person who stays in office. Now, when you talk about retirement, it's a period when an individual stops working, earning a regular income, probably after you have reached a certain age, or probably you have reached a certain milestone. It's typically a period where you will be rewarded for the good or the bad things you did while you are in office. Because immediately you are in office and you are behaving badly. Because immediately you are appointed, most especially principal officers know that you are not. Immediately you are appointed. By the time you are 3 years in the service, your successor has started running from pillar to pole, meeting people. The one that can go to church will go to church. The one that can do ritual will do ritual. So your position is not vacant. Immediately you are 3rd year, your successor has started moving. They will have only been laughing at you. But the simple story is that they just want you to go. It's equally a period of low influence with uncertainty about your health status, regular income to meet your needs. It's a period. Only 2% still continue to have the influence after a time. We're talking about the founder of the institution now. This is the man whose influence continues to swell. But maybe you can count one out of 1 billion in the world. You can count one out of 1 billion in the world. This billion can lead to frustration if it is not well planned. You can go through frustration, you can go into depression because all those contractors, the day you leave office, in fact, the day you are appointed, the first thing you see is a lot of big greeting cards. Isn't it? They are not giving it to you, they are giving it to your office. And by Christmas, you are sure bags of rice, vegetable oil is still in your office. The day you go, in fact, the last day in office, that's when you will know whether you are good or you are bad. The last day. or even a week. And what you find out is that for those who didn't plan, a week to his exit, he will be signing various contracts. Some he will be backdating it. I can assure you, such a person will suffer a week after leaving office. What to say a man, a week to his exit, that's when he's signing contract. That's when he's paying for platform. That is when he's calling people. He can't survive a week. It is a period where there is availability of time to waste. If you are not careful, you need the one looking for people who will not look for you again. You will be the one introducing yourself. Don't you know me? I'm a former bosser. Once you begin to see that kind of introduction, I'm a former vice chancellor, I'm a former librarian, there's issue. There is issue. The retirement plan is not merely about accumulating wealth. When people say they are saving towards retirement, I always laugh. You cannot save towards retirement in this part of the world. In developed country, they know you cannot save. So the government organized the working class such that by the time you exist, you still continue to live your life. And that is why the own economy is not cash economy. You cannot build a house from the start. All the money you use to build your house from scratch to completion will be used for other things. So that's why they encourage mortgage system. They know you cannot save. And the children over there know that by the time you are 65 or 70, they will take you to home. Home will be taking care of you. But here, we try as much as possible to send our children to school for one purpose, so that when they grow up, they will be able to take care of us. Unfortunately, that can never work. Because before the children can begin to take care of you, it's either you are in good health for you to read the fruit of your labor. Because if you get at 65, assuming you get married at 30, your first child is 35. If the guy is lucky, you are married. You have children, normal time, everything normal with you. By 35, the guy is married. The guy will need more than 5 years for him to settle. At 5 years old age, you become 70. Before you can say, Daddy, I want to pay you monthly allowance, the guy must at least 5 years for it to stay. So when you are 75, don't tell me to make them money. That is why many of us make mistakes. And that is also why some of us, instead of us to sit down to really plan our life, we take all our savings to send our children abroad. People don't do money. Because once they get there, they have different orientation. Even the one who comes over there, anything. They will not come from Albania. They will send that. They will represent them. Only very few. Except you grow old and you have money. But you don't have money, children don't have money. If they are the one they have to invite you to come and nanny to take care of their children. Once they see that you are getting sick, they send you home. So I can die away and they are trying to tell you. So you can see a lot of frustration. Now, talk of retirement. We all know traditional one. Age of 60 for MBA, 70 for academic staff in universities or tertiary school, I don't know. Semi-retirement, health issues, on doctor's advice. On doctor's advice. Early retirement, before 60, probably you just like one business, and business taking your time. And you see, for example, let me give you, I will use myself as an example. I joined Odua June 24, 1996, and I floated my company secondly. I floated my company June 25, 1996. It was for you to know the kind of job you will do. you must first of all study yourself. What do you like doing? If you are a woman and you like cooking, and each time you cook, people comment you, not that they are one of them. I'm talking about real comments, good comments. You too will know that this is my because whatever you are doing, that you are happy doing it. That is the kind of business that God has deposited in you. And that is the only business you can do that you make money. Because you do it seamlessly. Me, I know when I was younger, I wanted to be a lecturer. So, but faith took me to accounting. I became an accountant. But even when the actual accountant, I became a somebody at 32. I was enjoying and the kind of head of business, I was traveling all over African countries. All over African countries are pursued as 3. So, but still, my passion is to teach. So each time I travel, I was looking for opportunity how I would train. Even when I was in that school in Odua, I was lecturing in the Polytechnic department and some private universities. I didn't say I'm comfortable because I know the job I'm doing, that's not my passion. So you have to first of all discover your passion for you to do. So this week, once you discover your passion, you can turn it to business. And that will push you into carrying it out. As at 2013, the income from my part-time job accounts for 70% of my salary. But that way I account for 30%. So it means with or without the job, I can survive. First retirement. This is why you see yourself and say, okay, let me transit from full-time to part-time, not to half-time. So that of retirement benefits. Well, mention, you do that. 401 means what we are doing. We are employee and employer contribute to pension for the administration. What is that? Social security, you don't do it in Nigeria. You don't do it in Nigeria. It's a big issue. It's a big issue. That's why Nigeria is a country. Why do you say Africa is a country that for the fact you are a director today does not guarantee that you will not be poor tomorrow. For the fact that you are a director this morning and you are collecting 30,000, 50,000, 500,000 from vendors does not guarantee. The first part of it is that many people outside who are contractors that visit our office, when they leave, if you hear what they are saying about us, you will not believe it. They don't believe they are going to die. They tell your fight. They also want meeting. Let's just not accommodate manage. We will soon go. So they know. And that's the reason why. And that's the reason why corruption is people are afraid. People are afraid that if I did this office, what will I eat? Because there's no social security. That's why the corruption is very, very, very high. Unfortunately, no matter how much of money, if you like, take the whole money allocated to your department. Immediately you leave, there is a way, a design of God, that within 3 months, you become beggar. Because immediately you are leaving the office, those guys will come with series of business plans that look good. And that's the first thing you don't want to do. Check. You will invest into so many because you want to be active. You want to be active. In the course of being active, they will introduce to you series of business and millions to go. So they are still coming back to the government. Don't you see people like offices? Don't you see them? Then they need to have stroke, attitude. So, because there's social security, people are afraid. Community, I only have private, organized work. Once, you see, in this kind of a system, it's good. If you do not steal in bells, they will not serve you. Isn't it? You know the reason why? Because it's a stable environment. But if you walk in the back, you can next to your table today. They can change your password, and that's it. So in that kind of scenario, the more you earn, the more volatile your job is. The more enjoyment on your job, the more problems you are going to face. If one day you have a driver, an official car, that is the pain. Some people are praying and to die. You must know that. If you don't have an official car and you are praying, people will not bother about you because they know that you are suffering. But the day they give you new car with a driver, that's the day your problem begins. So, for people who are volatile, you cannot start early. Anything you cannot start early. How do you want to start early? When you don't know when you start. But for those who are in stable environment, start early. How do you start early? They set goals. Let me tell you this. When I joined Odua, one December, actually December 21, 2097, I sat down and said, what goals do I want to achieve in the next 10 years? Because I found that at that time, they always employed school staff older. So we are forced to first set of graduates in our high college. So the level that I was employed was equivalent to the level of somebody who has worked for 23 years and they told you of asset management. The man at work, so that is the level they gave me. And I said, this is serious. How can I? And the Baba was about 57 years old at that time. You are the same. Do you think that we are? Cannot be. The only thing that made him because he was born was because he also had successful children. That would be fear, small fear. But the day I said what I'm not supposed to say, he will tell me what I'm not supposed to hear. So I need to set a goal. And one of the goals is that, look, I have to acquire certificates, and that was one of the goals. I must have my small company, and that company is for 3 years. That is why my training company is 28 years old. 28. And I spent 25 years in the ground. So, you need to create a budget for yourself. Both setting goal and creating a budget. Those, ask yourself, this is my salary. This is my true salary. This is my true work. Why? Do I have the capacity to send my children to private university? That's the first question I ask myself. If the answer is yes, if I'm not sure of the answer, the reason why I will know is if I send one to private university and I collect compensation this year, I've not finished paying. Another one will come. You will know that from that I'm not capable. I will now be borrowing from everybody that I meet up with. And everybody will know that I have children. So that was it. Yes, people are jackpot. How much of naira do I need? for me to convert. I'm sorry, many of my friends, children who are abroad, that they are now crying. I don't pity them when this friends crash. I never pity them, and I never let you. Because I don't want to be like you. So you have to ask yourself. There's what we call the common investment, and there's what we call the common network. In fact, you have to do your budget, even up to the church, to know when pastor is going beyond his family. That you can pick your Bible and escape yourself from that. That you are going home. You must know. Because many of us, we have exhausted our active life while working. So there's no way to have good time. The only time we have is that if you are very active in the church, they put you as worker. So before they do you, they know you are coming. So you must ask yourself. You must, even if your wife is forcing you, men, if you look at statistics now, women are making more money in Nigeria now. And many of the homes, it is the woman who is taking care of the house. That's the statistics. About 70% of 80% of working women are the one taking care of the house. Because women so many things at the same time. We men are limited. In fact, many of us are so limited that once we leave office, we just go and watching destiny. The woman, we just look at you as the mistake of my life is that she married. And sometimes you see, because for you as a man, to go Manchester to meet your wife can't do it. You have to be studying and move. Once I move, okay, you can't go there. And the book cannot be okay for 1 week, you know that. So, if you want to redeem yourself, do things according to your capacity. That's create a budget for yourself. And any 300,000. Fuel is expensive. It means this car, you only go to church on Sunday. This car, you only go to church on Sunday. If I go to any wedding program, I will put 2,000 in the envelope. The ones that don't invite me again. When you want to do your own, it's not those who you pay envelope to that will come to your own. So that's why I create a budget. Continuously review and adjust. Because you can't say your retirement, you have started your retirement now. The kind of life you live now will determine how your retirement will be. Baba Wall said, he cannot live a life, a private life, as if it's a public life. Because there's no way you not sleep. And if you get money, extra money from office, I don't know whether it is a cost. What I'm going to see is that even if you build a hotel, after you leave office, you'll be able to pay the hotel. You'll be looking for people to buy it. Because it's not real income. If you build a petrol station, after 3 years, you give it out. Because it is not real income. It is not a sustainable income. Oh, cheap now. That's the income. I don't work like that. So, retirement investment strategies. Some are repeated. As a human being, you cannot have one way of life. If you do not know anything to do, go and start barbering shop. On Saturday morning, as a man, it's not good for you on Saturday to go to community meeting. You are the one that you are brought as secretary. You are the one who will be arguing about the road on your community as not good. You are the one that will be talking about Tinubu. You are the one that everything about political is about you. Free thing that will happen to your life, they will invite you. Your wife will cook, you won't be able to eat. Because you are discussing about the key of this paper. There's no way to have a good time. God has the only time. So, you have to first of all look at your assets. What constitutes our assets? Our children are part of our assets. I have 4 children. And I always use myself as an example. I never really, when I was growing up, I was having a very good salary as a senior manager. So when my children grew up to particular level, I invited them. I said, the first 2 boys, I said, I won't send you to private university. I'm sorry. Go and read the example. Make sure you pass very well. So you can go to public university. At that time, there was no, I think we had only Bangkok and, no, we had only Guinea. Very expensive. You know now, there are many public universities that are affordable. I told them that. And I said, every year, God's willing, I will take you out of the vacation. That's the time I say this. I don't have the money. But maybe I said that, I went to my Bible. What can I be doing that will make me to finance that promise? That was how international training came to my life. And I started international training. So and for the almost 30 years now, I take those students abroad without feeling it. And they now have opportunities. But the baby of the house, that one felt that she had been traveling when she was 4 years old, so she cannot attend public. So I took her to public university. You can see her husband. He's the only one. And the reason I think I don't know about that was my budget. Anybody would like to bring his chair to this place? Is it well organized, makes sense, good calendar? Nobody wants to bring this. When you look at your boss, at that time, the properties are 65,000 or 70,000. Even some they don't pay. So we are looking for cheap. What? We know that either you are a rich child or you are from a rich family, poor family, there is a meeting point up. There's a meeting point up. Portfolio rebalancing. You have to look at your portfolio. I'm coming to see, for you to see where you belong. There's a slide there. When you look at percentage, you know where you belong, and I will advise you what to do. You have to be careful of risk management. You have to take your risk. Many of you, or many of us, out of no money, you want to build 3-bedroom flats. Instead of you to call engineer from this university, give him food, beg him, you go and give him partition outside. They will now put concrete on block. Don't you see them? Later, you put animals from because you are looking for cheap things. The kind of deal of risk. All of us know that if I decide to go to that place and jump, even this one is low. If I go to the roof and jump, I know that I will have fracture. This is not normal. But if I'm traveling with my car, tires okay, the vehicle is okay. If anything happens, I don't have any problem. Because it's not called by me natural. As long as my driver is not running, there is fuel. We did everything humanly possible. But before any risk that you can measure, please don't take it. Now, I will leave this life. I will leave this life. What of? Because many of these number 2, number 3, engine and dollar costs. Now, people prefer to collect dollar now than naira. If you have the opportunity, no problem. It's better to have your money in dollar. But one problem about it is this. Nigeria is the only country that people trade currency anyhow. Just Ghana Day. You cannot just see anybody caught a book on the road. No, they have a specific market that can also go like a water and can change the currency. But not the way we are doing our own. Now, if you go and put all your money in dollar, because there is no fundamental driving the movement of our currency, the day you put your own, if you do not monitor it, it can come down. But if it is stolen money, you are not losing anything. Whether it comes down or it goes up, it's not your money, so you can put it in dollar. You have to also look at investments that do not make people pay tax. You know, we have a reform bill now, tax reform bill. So you have to familiarize yourself so that you're able to know which of the investments you can do that are without efficient. Many of us, let me give you, I have some people who invited me to come and join charitable organizations. People as a board member, they even brought gifts to my house. I now called the chairman. I said, why do you want me to donate? How much am I earning that you want me to donate? You know, many of these people in abroad, there's a way they talk to me. But you can't talk to me anyhow. I said, look, I have more than enough problem with my people. I have windows to my church. I don't need to form charitable organization. Excuse me from your, because many of us know that you too, you're supposed to donate for you. You are not the one donating for people. Everybody in the church is better now. Everybody. So instead of you to face your own problem, you begin to donate. You are donating your retirement. You have to understand many businesses and understand which one to play. I mentioned commodities there. Now, as a general accountant, that's my profession. 4 years ago, my uncle came to me and said I was established school. And they gave me business plan, 20 million, to build the bed. And I will house 5,000 beds. I didn't even know that it would work like this. I asked them to go and make presentation. They even told me that if my chicken is 6 weeks old, there is a ready-made market. They even told me, and I asked a question, I said, this ready-made market that I will take you to, are they going to pay me immediately? They said no. They will weigh it. They are want to determine the price based on the weight of my chicken. See the problem though? Then they want to pay me 30 days after. I look at all of them. That was asking. Something within me tells me that they are good. Are you okay? I said, I'm okay. I'm listening. If you begin to have chicken, now, one, Can you calculate the mortality rate? That's number two. The way you move land, don't you think one day they will kidnap you on the car? And some of the security people that will kidnap you. And they begin to, and the one that also call my wife to be looking for that one. Make it two. Three, how can I raise up to a particular level, look for money on the feet, and now take to somebody who is going to determine the price you buy? I'm not in control of my destiny. I thank those people. I said, you love me. And I saw one of them who has retired from back, who needs a job. So he was looking to be a coordinator of that. So when he was doing the business plan, he would have said, if you can spend 1 year, that will not make it start at 1 year. So I will be the person providing support for me. But he will present himself as if he's helping me. I thank him, I shake his hand, I said, I'm not going to farm. I'm a teacher. I'm not interested in farming. That was how I thought. All my friends that this guy met 2 years ago, they all sold their pets. In fact, I know some are sick. For me, I'm enjoying myself. I'm not glad on my back. They tell me, okay, put it to savings account. Put it 5%, it's okay. So, but there are a number of commodities you can invest. For example, if you decide to go into agriculture as a fellow accountant, you must be thinking of operating at secondary or tertiary level. What you cannot operate at secondary or tertiary level, forget about it. There is no way you can compete directly with business farmers. Because their lifetime is in the farm. Then you, after graduating or retirement, you now go and get a farm somewhere. Every of you, when the question is, tell every of you that your bought farm is successful. Tell me. How many of you bought farms? I can say today my turnover is 500 million. But if you want to play the commodity, 3, 4, 5 people can come together, friends, and say, can we have a farmland? Let's give it to, let me take cassava as an example. All is beautiful, no problem of electricity. Like myself, October, the BC, my sister here, we come together and say, okay, let's buy a farm. We buy a farm. We are not going there. We allocate 10 plots or 20 plots to farmers. We go to IFC to get improved CD for them. And we have them to farm. We won't even go to farm at all. We won't do stuff on the farm. We encourage them and we have them to set to work back. And you will sell based on your needs. Then we can now say, okay, you are second. If you have money to do processing, you can process and sell it to the second. Once you move to processing, your margin is about 30 to 40%. But the farmer is not more than 30%. It's not like that margin. Those farmers don't know that they don't make profit because they don't do any accounts. They don't do any accounts. They don't factor in their time. They don't have health issues. They don't have cars to fuel. In fact, when they are going to the farm, they are coming with their dog to even keep animals on the road. It's part of an anxiety. But you are a child accountant. What you know is how to debit and credit. Because your friend now, you should never buy farm. There's no way you won't try that. There's no way. So, like I said, it's a deliberate plan. solo. And that's why we have problem. You can collaborate at retirement age. As you go to retirement, I'm a retired. There is no way I can go to power and be successful. I'm not trained to be. But I can have a processing company. Once you got a company, then my job comes to play. Because I'll be doing manufacturing accounts because it's where I'm comfortable. I'll be raising up FC. I'll be doing things that I'm trained to do. Not to go out. Even for those who write agricultural engineering, they don't go to farming. They will tell you they will be interested in importing machines. Farmers, if you do 2 crop, 50 crop, you will have created a lot of employment and they will be competing. They do not do that. But you don't need to go there. They will carry it, bring the lead, and you pay them according to the lead. You take the processes. And they want to go to export, you go to export. And there's a type of commodities. It's in Abuja. You fly to Abuja and go to the commodity exchange. What is the price now? That's what they are paying for. That's what they are paying for. They are not paying to become farmer. This one is only when you have money that you can have. This is what is academic. Like I said, you cannot save for retirement. For academic purpose, for us reading, they will tell you these are the investment strategies. But I can tell you, your planning for retirement starts from the day you get a job. The Vice Chancellor said he has been saving 500 naira. Okay, in that sense, 1778. And he said 1778 naira. 378. What will he easy to do? But what beautiful thing is this? What is it long-term care planning? If you have money in your account, if you have money in your account, don't you feel relaxed? Please, I want to don't you feel relaxed? I'm assuming that, as my brother, if you in your bank account now, you have 10 million, how will you feel? That is not sitting there. Eh? Is that what? Even this, that you are sure that if the dollar of 2 million comes, you are not going to call your friend. You are not going to call your friend. Now, you now have, my brothers, excuse me, sir, you now have 10 million. Somebody now come and say, be my friend. If you are clearing the quality is. If you don't find more people, it will multiply 50. And now, take 10 million. You now begin to build spend for peace. You now begin to grow. If after 2 years, do you think that will not be there again? Do you think it will be there again? Okay.
I know somebody who died because of
but me as an accountant, I can say, you go and do your. Let me go to this. Where they sell it. Let me be selling it for you. You bring it. Because that's what I'm saying for. I'm saying at the east. Look for the market in the east. You go and do the big. Don't worry. I'll get a transporter who is going to bring the big. So I'm not going to the market. I'll stay in the hotel. My body is fresh. But you are the one that is giving problem to go and do the big. So this is the only thing you said to me so I'm paying. And I won't allow you to know the market price. That's what we call information, that's commodity market. There are so many opportunities in this country that we don't have. We professionals. All of us who follow us audit, tax. But as accountants, we are so blessed. We are so trained. Even those financial accountants, like in our team at Data, what I know is that I know that people must read. Is it? People must read. I can be a distributor of international books. In summary, I can meet the publishers. Don't bother yourself. Let me move to 2, 3, 4 states in the north. And they don't understand how to recommend. It's not compulsory I will sit here. I go to Uganda and I'm just coming up. Things that you know, when you do it, you will be happy. How can I go too far for gossip? I would like to buy. I can go to a farm if I steal money to steal. And I must, when you steal money, there's a capacity to spend it. It's a spirit. This money was spent, you was told you, it was spending you. Even as a man, you can never marry for a wife. Because it's part of the agreement of the devil. One wants to speak. Except value. Yes. If you have money, you can begin to build houses. But let me tell you something, you and I know. It is for our real salary in this country. And then can you give us 2 houses before you die? Because if you build those houses and you give it to rent, except you build up to 10 houses, that is why when you have to make all the rent, it can take care of you for the whole year. If you have that, no problem. You have your houses all over vacations. So, for instance, when you die, the children will fight. They will fight. That's what I think. They must have many people. So, you don't need to. You don't need to. What I have said. So, before that, if you have estates, the problem is that if you have estates, if it's more than 5, 6, 7, 8, the rent is more. But if you have up to 10, why don't you sell, buy, so that by the time you die, you have more than 2, but there will be cash in your account. What matters to you is not what you leave behind. What matters to you is that you are living well. What can make somebody to be sick is to be calling friend for help. I remember a friend in the battle. When I had I said, this guy died of hunger. He worked in the back, child, like us. He lost his job, and there was no, and nothing can do. So, you find out that, like I said, your profession determines what kind of business. Now, look at pure water business. Look at pure water business. I don't know, sir. Is anybody who is doing pure water business here? Eh? Or bottle water. It's a business you see cash, but the way it's going, you will not know. You don't listen. Check. How many of them doing water business that can buy you truck? No. Do you know the reason why? There is no way you can do water business that can get more than 20% margin. Go and do your calculation. You will see cash. But if you do your account very well, your cost cannot more than 20%. 60% of the cost to 70% is controlled by India. You will see cash. You will see cash. But by the time you pay for the water, you pay for the packaging, you pay for this, it will remain no more than 20%. So if you go and collect loan from that pool, you know that that business is failed. Once they give 30% interest rate, it means that you already have 10% negative. That is why many of you will not enter center when you borrow. You cannot pay. Because that business cannot pay the interest. So you have started your retirement life. How do you mitigate your risk? I've said this. Well, I only go to dividends. It's good for you to have stock if you can handle it. You must have good money before dividends can be meaningful. Isn't it? I look at myself. I have 42,000, I don't know where 1,000 GT sometimes ago. They will give me 150,000 once in a year. Sometimes, please, 150,000, what will you buy for me? Before we can be talking about having dividend, having stock, it's going to be millions. And anywhere in the world, any business that government is not involved, you cannot make more money. Everyone gets that. Any business you are doing that does not have the hand of government, you can't make much money. That's what everybody wants to get involved in government business. But business that has to do with knowledge, government will be involved, but that government of government, they will not know that they are involved, and you will make a lot of money. Let me give you an example. We talk about, okay, let me go back to the water business. I consult with so many universities. They will say they give their water business for somebody to run for them. They sign for you. I don't know why you're right. After 2 years, everybody will crash. The guy will be able to pay based on the agreement. Why? It's because of the cost structure. Why am I not buying? I don't have to do it. And the next is that we are going to either go to church or mosque for God to pray that those who are against the life, God should punish them. But so many prayers that we pray in Africa, God doesn't answer. But it is not even with this thing, because God is all prayer. He has about 7 billion to attend to the world. People in Europe will not be praying for houses. They will not be praying for light. They will not be praying for good road. So if you are praying for it, he will not answer. Because those things are beyond your capacity to do. God does things that will make people to know that it's God. So whatever power he has given to you, you will not compete with you. But if you don't do it, so bad. If you don't, so bad. So, but he only intervene in things that you don't even expect. For example, like I just said, example of speech. Your own business that you want to go to, where pig is being sold, or the market where you buy it. The question as an accountant, when you get there, those questions you will ask is there for other people. Oh, they are buying people, what are they buying the pig? What do they use it for? What is the cost of bringing it? Give your cost. If you know those that are buying it, if you meet them, you do your cost structure, you will not be able to make money. They take it for you. Those that are buying, where are they taking it to? If it's a company, there is no way you are not an accountant in that company. Then you also ask yourself, does that company get it in surplus? If they get it in surplus, then you cannot operate. That people have to keep. As a businessman, you must not do anything on credit or worry. Otherwise, you will enjoy retirement. I've said this. But one of my friends came to me. He said he wanted to build an hotel. We did a business plan for them. And I asked him, how much do you have? He said 20 million. That we will do it. I told him, don't start though. If you start, it is the hotel that will keep. Because those who are building the hotel, they have the money there. They start and they compete. But if you are preparing to save, to build the hotel, then you must consider a target state fund. Don't you see some of our colleagues? They will start a house. They will get the particular level to be able to go. They are not there. They are not there. Why? Why? Planning. Is it not better for them to leave the house without starting? If nature permits them to build house before they die, they will build. If nature does not permit them, they can sell it out. It is more valuable than uncompleted building. Do you agree? So people now ask, our own parents, how were they able to build their house? When they were building their house, it was not sophisticated. No fencing. I don't know whether you can remember. No fence. So we just put mortar together and are you getting me? But our own kind of house, many of us have visited the Vice Chancellor. We know he's living in duplex. And that's the kind of house we want to build. And we are not talking about retirement. There is no way we can retire. You can struggle from your past till you die. If you don't find that very well, you will get married, you will struggle. You will give back to children. The children will come back to us and say, I'll be married in your house. They will leave your house. At the age of 80, you still be feeding your children inside your house. Is that the good retirement? And for the women, you know they are lucky. Whichever people will be saying. If a woman, you take care of your children, they go abroad. It's easy to call their wife and their mother to come and take care of the children for 1 year, 2 years. Secondly, for us, anything you want to do, please, let's seek professional advice. You want to build your house, no matter how small the house, possible. That is why many of us have never really attended the program in 2008 in Bahamas. The program was headed by this man, late Mike Zero. He defined a job and he defined the work. The difference between job and work is that work is permanent. You don't get tired from work. But job is not permanent. You get tired. It's only from job you can get tired. So from today, what is your passion? The first passion you have as a general accountant is that you know how to compute figure. Isn't it? That's the first passion. The second passion as a general accountant is that you can look at a company and decide that this company will die or will survive. The next thing you know, now only a company will die and survive, look at the formula. The next question is that how does a company make a formula? By the time you begin to have those questions, idea will flow. And people will think what Shogo. You're almost like animal. If you are not financially stable, you cannot have peace of mind. Once you are not financially stable, you will be sick. Everything about you will be what? Will be sick. So for you to have peace of mind, in fact, you can determine how you want to spend your retirement when you are in active service. I've mentioned financial growth. I said, in this type of country, it's difficult to save when you're working. You cannot make saving from this person's salary. No way. Even white salary is difficult. It is difficult. What's one much to be? There's one following. Because as the vice chancellor, in his church, every committee, they must make him to be the chairman. That will get the money. Then, all self administration. If you don't think God, nobody else. Because one of them was society, out of those things. One of the few privileged. In the community, because somebody is a pastor, because of spirituality, if you refuse to be chief, they will put it as honorary treasurer in the court. All these things are not free. Then, if the in-law out, they cannot hold any meeting without speaking. It's not him, it is the money. You know when a man does not have money, it becomes so useful for everybody. Even with children, what they will not see. It's man that always people who may not have any problem. They will always get at long to retirement age. They can have a small shop. But it is men that comes down quickly. Quickly. See, if you are in this category, you're able to know whether you're conservative or moderate or aggressive. If you are conservative, 30% of your wealth will be in the bond, zero. If you are 10% will be in stock, 20% in real estate, then 40% in cash. If you are conservative. If you are moderate, 20% will be in the bond, 20% will be in the stock, 40% will be in the real estate, 20% in the cash. If you are aggressive, see aggressive people, 10% in the bond, 20% in stock, 60% in real estate, 10% cash. Even they try. Because 10 plus 20 plus 10, they can quickly turn to cash. But what to say anybody who is aggressive, it will be 90% real estate. The other will be 5-5. Those guys, they always make money. Those on the aggressive side. But when they want to fall, they fall with everything they have. So you can choose. The guy in moderate, they are the wisest among them all. The 20% cash, plus 20% stock, plus 20% bond, 60%. So he has diversified his portfolio. So if there is problem, he can convert 20% up to make it 60. The conservative one, they are the one that they don't go out. So for me, I think the one moderate is better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There is so much anointing I felt holding the mic to the point that I almost got tilted off. Thank you very much. Please give him a round of applause again. I have no doubt that we were not just informed, we were also entertained. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate the words of wisdom that you have shared on a day like today. And would like to say that the event is getting even more interesting. But we shall need to proceed to the next segment. I'm certain that there are some of us here that actually have some things that they are curious about out of the presentation of today. We must have felt some things that we want to ask questions about. We must have even talked about some things that maybe we just do not agree with the guest speaker of today. And maybe there are just suggestions we would like to also offer, because I have no doubt that we have some very brilliant minds who are here within our gathering. So we shall move quickly to the question and answer session. And I would like to ask, and we are going to do this very briefly. It's not going to happen, give room for so much of thinking afterwards. So in case you have questions or comments to make, I would like you to actually do that by show of hands so that we can allot numbers and we can go by the numbers that have been allotted for the question and answer. Professor raised his hand first. I just saw number 1, number 2, Dr. Shola, number 3. Any other person? Question number 4, number 5. Oh, great. Number 6. So that would be all. We have. So for those of you who have questions, so you have to come forward. You take your question. I believe you prefer to have all the questions, sir, so that you can address them at once. Thank you very much, sir. Number 1, please.
Chief host and the host. Thank you for that beautiful lecture, sir. I just want to add what they call some cards, added cards. I want to add based on what you have just said and the experience I have gained from all this in the past. I grew up in the barracks, and you know, being military men those days, I don't know when this is happening, sir. You have political military officers now. Then, when they are retiring, they will have agreed settlement, like you found. And you find out that I was opportune to work in one place as IT 400 level, we do IT. While we were there, because the man felt he has money, it was one of the military governors before, when they retired, the money, you know, like you said, money comes and goes. So, he had this agri fund. People were working for him, who were there too, on IT basis. Those who were working there in the poultry house, as they are going, they will come with keg, jerry can, saying they want to fetch water, they don't have water in their houses. And they will break the egg, they will pour inside the jerry can, and they will pass to the gate. When the gate man say, what are you carrying? You say, water that I'm going to bring in the house. It's egg. And the man will come and say, how many eggs? He say, no, they have been broken. And some have been sold by the chicken themselves. The man was doing that. The man was looking for a way to catch these poachers. Those who just come and go. There's no way. Not until they read the man. In Zatek, where I walked through, there was a stream that separates the companies. They have one for fish, poultry, and mushroom. Somebody with the open feed is expensive, was then. I don't know how it's cheaper now. But anything expensive then, you know what it means by now. It should be triple expensive. Fish farm. Then, when we were there, some people would throw open feed. Was 30,000 then. I was talking about 2005 before I came here. They would throw the feed there. The feed will be inside the water and move down. Somebody will be at the back there. I will collect the feed, and they will say like 6,000 naira. Just to me. The last one you said about pigs the other time, and I made I gave an example of one man that died while rearing pigs. They were not thinking about when people see opportunity to do business, they don't think about the risk involved. This man was a chief in the church, he's a chief in his village, and they gave him important posts in the church, a knight. So he started rearing pigs. One day, what is called swine fever, it's a disease of the pigs, just came. And like 100 pigs, just a day. The second day, almost like 80-something pigs. The man became apprehensive. And not up to a week, the man left the friendly world. That's how it is. So, when we talk about business, one must look ahead and think about what to do, the pros and the cons, the good part and the ugly part of the business before one goes into it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Number 2, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, when you were speaking, you spoke with the mind of the
Number 3 should please be close by.
known in the congregation. Some of us are not accountants, so you are making reference that if you're an accountant, you're an accountant. But we are asking questions like laymen. I was expecting that there should be things on where we can invest, like the mutual funds. I can see some of the advertisements here. But you were, especially the illustration of 10 million you were making the other time. If you were to have 10 million, where will you invest? With the mind that you said that any business that government is not involved in, most people will not want to invest in it. So if it is something that involves government, where can we invest? We have mutual funds, and then we have a government bonds, treasury bills and all that. So which one is better in that aspect? Then I will end with this advice also, that individually we should overcome the concept of shame in Africa. They said that most Africans run into death because of shame. I must attend this. I must be at this. I must celebrate my birthday. I must do my father's burial and all that. So we must overcome that concept of shame if we're going to rise. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, number 3. Your question has been raised already. So number 4.
Thank you very much, sir, for the glowing lecture, sir. What I want to ask is a way of controlling the business now. The work ethics requires that we must be totally committed to our work, and we are not given opportunity to set up businesses outside the work. Now, the lecture is also encouraging us to start early, because I have some friends that have started but to not go on because they are not part of the business. When you are not there to monitor, anything goes on. So we have
have one presently that closed down, and he started by saying, oh, when I close at work, I will go there. But now it's not even the issue again. So it's a question of monitoring the business. So what will you advise that? So you know, there are some that want to start at a larger scale, maybe a form of manufacturing. You want manufacture, there are the issue of materials. Then how will you take control over the stocks? How will you, when you are manufacturing and you are selling, how will you take control over the cash, over all the areas of the businesses when you are not there and your workplace is telling you that you must be 100% committed to your work? So that is the advice that I want, sir. Thank you, sir.
Number 4.
Thank you very much, sir, for the wonderful lecture. Sir, my question goes thus. Please, can you give us some legitimate businesses that one can venture into as a young man? The legitimate businesses that can be ventured into. Another one is this. Can a student or an unemployed start planning for his or retirement now? Because there are some young chaps that their investment is even more than that of already employed somebody. The last one, sir, as an accountant who want to have a good retirement that looks the ways round and don't know where to go, can one venture into thrift and contribution businesses at the end of the day? Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Number 5. Is that number 5 or number 6? Number 6, right?
Good afternoon, sir. My question, my question is concerning the statement you made about building houses. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but in your opinion that it's better that we have all the money before you start the project. Yes, but recently I found out due to inflation that there are some people that they start building little by little, and from there they are able to complete the project to the end. So I wanted to give more insights with respect to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that will be the lot of the questions that we're having. But before our guest speaker will address those questions, I would like to use this moment to appreciate our colleagues, members of ICANN, Water and District Society, who are gracious to join us at this event. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you very much for being part of this event. God bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me start from the last question. Now, is it better not to have money before you start building? Let me right. As a very young man who is building your first house, that's your first house. There's no way you can have all the money. The Bible says, who is the man who wants to build a house and will not sit down and plan? You can decide and say, because as a young man, it is assumed, let me say 30 years, hypothetical example. I'm talking about a young man of 30 years, first house. You know your income. Where you work determines. You bought the first to buy a land. This is it. I'm talking of somebody who is struggling now. Now, if you are a house, your papa is that, how much will it cost me to do foundation? That's this one. You have that point. So when you start foundation, you complete it. You relax. Are you with me? How much money? What I'm about to say that you finish in phases. As you grow in age, you grow in your office. Opportunity comes in, you get another land. You build second house in that manner. As you come and grow, all things being equal, good land, good land, you build the third house. Now, if you don't decide, you don't want to build a shopping mall, remember, and you are not a thief, you don't have any money. If you build shopping mall, the way you build the first 3 houses, you will not be able to complete it. Do you agree with me? Age, income. But if you are getting extra money, you know, one thing that we don't know is that we try to follow people without understanding the secrets of their life. 2 people may be in the same office, earning the same salary, but what the guy does after closing, you don't know. He may be a friend of the governor. He may even be fighting for people, money laundering. It's only when they catch him one day, you get, hey, you know my children, you know Tenko. So you must know your capacity. So I'm not saying you must have not first and not second, not third, but you want to build a shopping mall, or you want to build this kind of. Do you think somebody can build this event center by saving 300,000 every month? What have we finished? This center, don't let us deceive ourselves. It's either you are a full businessman or you see money still somewhere. Right after an hour. Can we venture into trees and contribution? It's a business. But if I want to venture into trees and contribution, do you think as a child accountant, it's good for me to be going from one house to the other, be riding bicycle? It means I've not put what I've learned into use. The first step I would take is to register a limited liability company. The second step I would take is to register with the CBN as a finance company. I may not have the money for initial capital outlay, but I will tell them I'm not receiving any deposit. I will only be giving people money. But there's no way I will give you money that don't become. Is it? In order for me to save from looking for 1 billion, people say, for that, I want to be giving people to be left. Immediately I have CAC. I can start lending people money. As long as I don't take deposits. Because I have the CAC. So if you are coming, if you want to buy something, you want to buy on credit, come to me. What I'm selling for 300,000, you take it for 600,000. I tell you to pay 5,000. You drop your check. Are you getting me? You drop your check. Now, but you must understand that the risk of default is there. So, all the DPO in your locality should be your friend. DSS should be your friend. The head of the youth, because each business has their peculiarity. You must have head of the top. Because sometimes, let me give you a chance to take your time. I was starting from Okitipupa last Saturday. Ibadan. And we got to a particular place shortly after all, because I wanted to see somebody who. There was a truck that fell on the road, and there was serious traffic with my driver. So I was in those. I just had go. Before they put the guy. The guy also was head up in the traffic. He now came out of his car. This is the boss, the driver. Somebody was just coming on bike, saw him. They've been looking for him for the past 3 years. He stole brain box in the lorry. They started beating him. But they wanted to kill the guy. He said, don't kill the guy. He said, he has been in the Agodi prison. He has been in the prison. That they know him in all the prison guys. That doesn't have any family. That if they beat him, if they take him to prison, they release him. And giving you. So, if such a person borrow from you, he will not pay. Do you get my idea now? People need the signs MOU. So, for you to be successful in that kind of a business, one of them need element of company. Don't go to a business you don't understand. There's a business you don't speak English. You speak your background. So, because you don't go to business because someone is going there, you must understand. What, for example, if any of us is selling building material, where people is selling, you can never survive. You can never survive. Because people can sleep in the shop. It's 24 hours job. But we want to go to night duty. 5 o'clock, you are closed. When customer will come, we won't see you. So, you can do, but understand the business model you want to operate. Can students be planned for retirement? Look, when you talk about retirement is only for people who are in structured job. People who have been who have been fed with salary. People who have tied their destiny to salary. People that cannot make any independent money anywhere. Those are not. If you are a student, I should talk about retirement. If you are making more money, they are not any job. We have some students that never took any job. You said, no, why should I mean, how much? A graduate, if you are getting 200,000 now, how much is that? They cannot survive to buy food. So students, you don't need retirement. As a student, you know your passion. If your passion is ICT, develop yourself in software training. That's where the world is. Be thinking, if your parents send you to UK, US, tell them send me to Japan or China. Send me to South Korea. So that by the time you come back or you want to stay there, you be a wizard. So students don't retire. Can you give us a legitimate business you can picture? All businesses, the first thing as I'm mentioning to our accountant, and I'm mentioning I've mentioned to Liberia today. So don't forget our accountant. For anybody who wants to start a business, the first step is to go and register with corporate affairs commission. Whether you have a client or don't have a client, open a bank account. Then every morning you wake up and give a spirituality. God, will this bank account be dormant? I'm sharing my personal experience. I started exam in 1996, and I've said it here. And I opened at First Bank and Other Bank. And I said, look, will this account be dormant? So I must do program. I've done so many programs. That was when I was doing awards. I was in England. And one of the award programs, they gave me a car. Gave me a car. Donated a car. That was 2002. And I was working. Because I was very sure that one day they will sack me. Or if they don't sack me, I'll get to 60 and leave.
Somebody else will do it.
And I know cost of stealing. Me, I know it. It's very costly to be stealing. Very, very costly. Because you can't steal alone. You have to talk to so many people. And those ones, they have your secrets. The day you talk to them, they talk to you. Remember that, don't shake like that. So, I know. So I was asking myself, go and establish a company, register with CAC, think of what you can do. You can start with barber salon. When you have a barber salon as a professional, you get the shop, they do barber salon in front. You get your office, you must have an office there. Do nothing. When you are coming from your normal office, you branch. The only thing is that the guy will steal your money between morning and afternoon when you resume. And things are easier now. There is a clipper that doesn't use light. Then you sit down, you'll be looking, you'll be reading paper. You look at your phone, look at internet, idea will flow. As long as you are not at home watching TSTV, idea will flow. But the only thing you watch is BP Nigeria. That's why your mindset will be. Because you know what it makes. You know when they want to conclude. That is real. So there's no way you can think that way. When you know Baba Wande, you know Baba Suzu, you know everybody. Some of us, the time we wasted on watching football, the ball that they don't share with money. We know all the players. I don't know anyone. That's the truth. The last time I checked my destiny was about 3 years ago. Because in the house, everybody is busy. I get home now, I go to my library. The Instagram is my phone. My children are not around. Initially, one day my wife used to watch this India. What do you call it? Seymour. Every time I'm upstairs in the library, she will not complain that we have been traveling. I'll just go to the library. I didn't give her attention. So she has to be busy. When she comes from the office, she'll be busy and watching midnight. I will start praying to God. God, give me something that will make this woman to be busy. Immediately, as I travel since Monday, she's extremely busy. For the past 2 years, she's not subscribed. Nobody remembers. She's too busy. So idea will flow. It's only where you put your mind. That's the idea you're going to have. After making money, you can be watching football. Know their needs. Know the one that they are being paid fully. But the one I know how to do is what happens. The one you know how to do, it can even be better for you if you can go abroad and begin to look for prayer. And you're not living in Nigeria. And you are licensed to football. It's a disaster. Now, one person asked about your office. I only mentioned Babin Sadu. I'm talking of, I'm not looking at big businesses. Because big businesses is not easy to come by. I was sharing with the Vice Chancellor that look, only few businesses are profitable in Nigeria. Very few. And those few are very big ones. When you look at that cement. 78% of the customer is government. Building of schools, roads, isn't it? So, how many of us can afford to establish cement plant? Don't go to that. That's why I'm not talking about big people. I'm talking about people, our colleagues. Professional, I'm not talking about I can't remember now. Dry cleaning. If you have a washing machine, small shop, you are not the one to wash it. Then you bring your knowledge to give it a business model. You do fine. If people are getting their clothes 5 days, can you shorten to 2 days? Assignment problem. Transportation problem comes in. Isn't it? All these things we read are not for fun. Killing theory comes in. How can I shorten this people? They have like Roman markets. Not that you want to build a reputation. No. Things that will make you to pay your social fees. That will make you to survive. Don't bother about future for now. Future will take care of itself. Because as you are struggling, there's a way nature works. You just get to somewhere and what you don't do, they just say, can you do this? I can do it. So, for conflict of interest, well, I don't know your employer groups. But employer group, you know, now, if an employer sack an employee, it is not most times that your anger will be the one that got used. Most especially if it's in conflict with international best practices. What they can sack you for is conflict of interest. What is the conflict of interest is asking? Conflict of interest that you, as a sergeant, go and establish your class and now begin to take their students. Apart from that, what again? Apart from that, what again? Do you have money to establish place? So, I don't want us to deceive ourselves. I don't want people to be telling me that they are committed to their job. That's why they don't do anything. You don't know what you want to do. It's not you are committed. It's what you are to believe of idea. If you have the idea, there's always time. And the last, and I was ending it. No. People celebrate, yes, and that's the last. Somebody was asking, you know, and you're asking me. You mentioned mutual funds. You mentioned treasury bills. You have mentioned money market. Those are areas you can invest. It's only when you have savings that you can invest. But we are talking about somebody who does not have this lecture. Let me tell you the whole of it. I'm talking to somebody whose salary is not enough to feed purpose of investing. Am I correct? I'm not talking to somebody who has business already. Somebody who has no job. The everything you write on this afternoon is your salary. Is the person I'm talking to. And you are in that problem. You cannot pay your school fees the way you want to pay it. It's the person this life is meant to. So if like that category, stop watching TV like that. Stop watching so many unusual things. When you sleep, God puts idea in you. It's only when you wake up, you don't write it down. That's what we call. Once God doesn't save somebody who cannot write. When you sleep, God puts something in you. Or I go shit was giving you an idea. Immediately you wake up, write it down. Begin to implement it small without making noise. And God will help us.
Thank you very much, sir. When we sleep and we are awake, let us note our ideas. On this note, I would like to say thank you to our guest speaker for the much he has been able to give us today. I'm sure the skeleton that we have seen today, we will find a way to flesh it up for tomorrow. We would like to call on DLM securities who have been here, who have been part of this event. We are aware that they also have for us as a presentation, something that we shall benefit from. And I would suggest that we actually make the most of this brief moment that we shall be having with DLM securities. If indeed we are looking forward to diversifying and we are making plans for our retirement. Thank you very much. We shall have DLM securities for their short presentation. You shall have 10 minutes for presentation.
All assistant protocol, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Abdullah. I'm from DLM, and this is my colleague from DLM. We are a financial consultant, and I'd like to appreciate what my daddy has said regarding your planning for retirement. He has spoken well and he has spoken judiciously. Now, I want to tell you this, that some retirement does not have anything to do with your age. You can retire at 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and so on and so forth. But let me tell you this, for those who are young people among us here, you see, I want you to manage what is the relationship between your human capital and financial capital. There's nobody seated here today that does not have human capital. And there's nobody here that is seated today that does not have financial capital. It's only that the way we use our human capital and financial capital varies. So what my dad has said, DLM capital is here to solve any financial problem we have. If you want to invest in capital markets, if you want to invest in commodity markets, if you want to invest in money markets, and so on and so forth, we are a financial boutique to solve your problem. So therefore, as we are seated here today, start planning for your retirement, even though you are still young. So, if you want to buy stock, we offer buying of stock for you. If you want to buy fixed income like federal government savings, that is what we can equally do for you. If for those who are old here, that they are planning to transfer their legacy to their children, so that when they die, nobody will come over their property and start fighting them. We do the same thing. We call it trust. So DLM Security, DLM Capital Group, we offer a solution as a financial boutique. Thank you, and God bless you as you listen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abdullah. Oluka will that's my name. And going by what the guest speaker told us, just one of his slides there, you can see where we made mention of estate management. At DLM Trust, that is what we do. We assist you in writing your will, if that's what you opt for. And if you want us to manage your estate, then we can sit down and discuss with you. And we find out that even when you write your will, there are some issues after you are gone when the will will be read. I don't know whether we are aware that even after you are gone, your will can be contested. So that is why we are trying to see how we can assist in this instance. That's why we are coming with a product that has to do with estate management. So we are here today to see how we can sit down with you and assist in managing your estate. You have a building, 2 buildings, 3 buildings, and you have your cash that you want us to manage for you. We are here this moment to speak with you and to come together and see how we can assist in managing your assets for you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
you'll agree with me that these gentlemen were very brief. They kept to time. They did not waste our time. Please give them a round of applause. Now, I'm sure what they have said in brief is something we can make sense of, and they are going around sharing us flyers on how we can reach them. We can make the most out of these opportunities for us to plan for the future. Now, we shall proceed to the next part of this event, which is the presentation of plaque and gift to our guest speaker of today by the Vice Chancellor. However, to present that, I shall invite the registrar, that is the person of Mr. Tafa Lamidi, who is here represented by Mr. Olowale. Thank you very much, Mr. Olowale.
Thank you. May I invite the Vice Chancellor, new Vice Chancellor, to come forward and present the plaque to our guest lecturer. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me first and foremost make one or two comments. One, I'm not surprised about the presentation of the guest lecturer, as experienced as he is. When you wanted to be a teacher, I think you are the teacher to be called. You know, I think you're reading here 10 hours to continue, and examples are always there around you. Thank you so much for the well-prepared paper, thoughtfully put together and well presented. Thank you very much, and God bless you. So this is an award of excellence to Mr. Abiodun Adeliji, FCA, the proper original FCA, for your contribution and excellent performance towards the progress and development of the Bursary Department of Bells University of Technology. Congratulations and thank you very much. Well, there's always a souvenir for you. When you go to remember that anytime. So this is on behalf of staff and students of this university. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah Ojediron, for doing that. We're also appreciating our guest speaker for today. And we are coming gradually to the close of the event of today. But before we close the event of today, once again, I would like to invite the bursar of Bells University of Technology, the person of Mr. Shino Adepoju, FCA, who shall give his closing remarks.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, the University Registrar and the University Librarian, our guest speaker, Deans and Directors, our guests, especially DLM, let me appreciate DLM for coming all the way from Lagos and for staying till now, at least, for taking your time and being with us. We appreciate you. And let me say that some of the products that they have brought are things that will be useful for us now and later. It will take time to digest all those products, especially the trust. I know for now you will say what is trust, what concerns me, but in the long run, you will make it. You will make it. So consider it. Do you do mutual funds? Okay. I also recommend them for mutual funds to have, instead of putting your money in cash, in all these current accounts, open a mutual fund account with them. The mutual fund is a daily interest yielding account. And one advantage of it is that you can always have access to that money. If you notice of just about 48 hours, I do it. So that's what I'm recommending for you. So it's also important. Yes, on that note, I want to appreciate my people from the lab for coming to support us. The Crawford people, I didn't sit around, so sorry you are taking your time. The ICANN letter, we appreciate you, thank you for coming. And the students, thank you for being part of us. Well, my closing remarks is that we have come, we have had, and we have learned. And I hope all that we have had will be beneficial to us. Lectures like these, we don't have enough time to read all that is there. But when you get home, let's just say that's why the thing is in the good place. Let's just take time to go through and digest. You will see one or two things. And let me advise and suggest that at the end of things like this, let's make sure that at least it's only one thing that we think is good for us. Let's take it and let's practice it. Don't postpone. You will not regret. The other time I attended a training program, and that training, they introduced these investment clubs. So when I go to, I gathered some of my friends, let's do investment club. And we started, we are still on this, we are not regretting. It was there that I learned that Abiola, some accountants, they got themselves in 1971, they created, I think, investment 71. Before the death of Abiola, they were already sharing dividends of over 1 million naira. So the investment club is also good. We have it in those, so that's just, we need to come and learn on that. So any little information, please make use of it and make sure that you use it to your benefit. Thank you, God bless you.
I'd like to thank the pastor. He did not just want to give us a closing remark. He came to give us words of wisdom, words that we can use to change tomorrow. But sir, thank you very much for your generous advice and suggestion, and so much certain that quite a number of persons here are taking from it and will start working on these investment opportunities and strategies that exist. For DLM Securities Limited, they shared flyers with us already. You could take advantage of it. There are phone numbers at the back of the flyers, the contact details for investments, for the trust, for every other thing that we actually need so that we can actually get more detail beyond the brief they have mentioned to us. To conclude the event of today, we shall be having vote of thanks. After the vote of thanks, we shall have a concluding prayer. The vote of thanks is going to be done by the Deputy Bursar of Bells University of Technology. Please make welcome Mr. Adeyinka Badmus, XU, to lead us in the both of them and the closing prayer for today.
How to delay yourself. Before the vote of time, I would like to make mention from I want to pass information one concerning the unretired staff advances. The staff member will recall that Bursary roll out some love notes that member of staff who still have some unretired cash advances should do so on or before November 30th. It is not supposed to be so that we are writing to staff to come and retire. When you want to collect the fund, you want pressure on Bursary to release the money. As soon as the fund is released, you forget that you need to come back to do the retirement. There are three basic things that happen when the cash advances are not retired. One, the expenses for which the money was meant for were understated. And if after 2-3 years, those expenses are now retired, the period for which they were retired, the expense of that time will now be higher. It will also raise observation that how come, let's say for example, conference and seminar, in 2 years ago, we are not retired. Last year, we are not retired. Now, those 2 years were now retired alongside with the one of this year. It will also raise observation that how come is it only 2024 that we spend all the best money to go for conferences? That is one. The other aspect is the asset. If the expenses are incurred on assets, maybe acquisition of computers, acquisition of some assets, those assets are being used. Some of them are almost one-off. When you have acquired assets for 2, 3, 4 years, the assets are due for replacement, whereas they are not yet retired. It shows that the money is in the hand of somebody. Whereas those equipment have already been bought, they have been used. Even their depreciation is already at zero. The implication is that the assets were not recognized. At the same time, the depreciation on those assets were not captured. And in the financial statement, the assets have been understated. And lastly on me, those assets, by the time we now retire them, they will now mean as if we are buying them newly. We have to work together with Bursary. You don't need to be recruiting before you know. When you get any money, just come back. This money, am I to retire or not? If you don't want to do that, just write a report of how you spend the money collected and who will keep it accordingly. Thank you for those who feel offended for serving them those letters. We plead that we are doing the due process. Please bear with us and make sure you retire as soon as possible. On that note, I want to make the vote of thanks. First and foremost, we give the first thanks to God Almighty, who actually given us this day. Actually, according to the university calendar, we were supposed to hold this program in October. Due to the lecturer, we want to use other logistics, student resumption, staff advanced training, after conference in October, we postponed the program to November 6th. And then our guest speaker, our good friend, the owner of the United, he proposed that we shift it, we say, well, either way, you will come to order. to give the lecture. We give thanks to God Almighty for making this day a reality. Also, we give thanks to the Vice Chancellor who give us the enabled environment to have this. Vice Chancellor is actually SCA. I want to ask for you. You have to say father of chartered accountants. Not only friend. If I have a friend, it's my colleague. So we are fathers of chartered accountants. In NACA, during NACA conference, I told one NACA council member that he's our father. More than 70 chartered accountants are here. So he is also a chartered accountant. That's why a chartered accountant. We thank you, sir. Then to the Bursary. He launched this thing. Bursary has not been doing Bursary lecture before. Until he brought the idea. And the Bursary team supported it. So thank you, sir, for bringing all this innovation. About 3 months ago, we went to a lab. I said that this eye-opener, some of us in the Bursary, we don't go out. We are only a local champion here. You have to go out to test your weight. Or if you go out, you won't know your real value. So we thank the Bursary. Now, Otumba Adeola, thank you, sir. He has been a friend of Kota right from the inception. During 2018, he was the Rapporteur General when Dr. Bishop hosted the conference. And we have been together for so long. He has been our good friend. So thank you, sir. May God continue to protect you. When we were told that he was at Asaba, we are praying, God, lead him safely to water. This morning they said he needs the price program. We have to pray against the devil so that he will be here safely and rightly. We thank God Almighty for that. Like now, to all our friends from Elado, we are 5 and 6. When you are doing your Bursary lecture, you are there. So you are posted in every side. Now we are posting the credit side. Thank you for coming. Our icon of our colleagues, they are always there for us. Anything we are doing in bells, especially the boss team, they don't leave us. Especially some of the past presidents. Then, so our staff, even our all the professors, they are seated there. We appreciate you. We didn't take you for granted. All the university community, we appreciate you all. Our students, we appreciate you. We appreciate everyone. We appreciate the Bursary group, starting from the committee. Thank you for the good job done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We wish you some nice goodness. Okay, they say I have to pray. I was thinking the MC will come and announce that I should do the prayer. But let me announce it myself.
Let me announce it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Have to welcome Mr. Adeyinka Badmus. Let's see it. Keeping up the closing prayer.
Let us pray. Alhamdulillah, Alamin. All thanks, praise, glorification be to Almighty Allah. We propose and God dispose our affairs. We plan that we have this day in His wishes. He made it to come to pass. We bless your name. We pray that this year will not be the end. We shall continue to have more of it. We pray for the guest speaker. May God grant you journey massive back to your destination. You are now ICANN council member. May God continue to protect you, grant you all obtain mercies in all your traveling. We pray for the university community, starting from the head of our chair, our vice chancellor. May God continue to be with you. May God continue continue to protect you and your family. We pray for the university principal officer, may good Lord be with them, grant them all the wherewithal to lead the university aright. We pray for all the staff, may good Lord continue to be with us, guide us, sustain us, and provide for us. This year is coming to an end. May good Lord continue to protect us, save us, and grant us all the good things in this world and in the hereafter. All our students, may good Lord continue to grant you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We pray for all the parents of our students. May good Lord continue to be with them, provide them. We pray for our promoter. May good Lord continue to grant us strength in all he is doing. We cherish him. May good Lord continue to preserve him for us. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين انعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين امين.
Thank you, sir. We also like to thank Mr. Badmus, who has not remembered to thank himself. We shall have the closing formalities by having the Venus University anthem and the national anthem.